Yes, I'm Carlo Giaquinto. I am the coordinator of GRiP and I am a pediatrician from the University of Padova in Italy. Our involvement in GRiP was really to set up the network. As you know, as you have heard, really the mission of the network is to facilitate the development of pediatric medicine through several activities, including setting up a very comprehensive program for pediatric clinical pharmacology training and education, to pharmacoepidemiological setup and databases, to work on interoperability and in working with some definition and guidelines to facilitate practically the clinical trial in children, including formulation and specific issues in neonates. And everything is articulated in different work packages. So really, as I said, the aim of GRiP as a network is really to put all different stakeholders to work together and to interact and to collaborate. So the idea is not to have vertical work packages, but to have some horizontal joint activities which can allow us not just to get the specific expertise on each individual task, but also to get external expertise in order to broaden the availability and the usage of individual deliverable that we are going to get. I give you an example, for instance. The Work Package 3 and Work Package 4, which are working on developing tools and definition to facilitate the clinical trials and methodology of the clinical trials. Of course, this activity needs to be endorsed by the European Medical Agency, which then will have to provide its feedback in order to make the GRiP deliverable usable by the agency and ultimately to facilitate the development of pediatric medicine. So I think this is really the philosophy of GRiP. So my role is really try to keep the people on track and try to manage the projects in order to meet the long-term mission and really to strengthen the GRiP philosophy. That is really the unique things which is behind this project and behind the European Commission approval. Well, the external challenges are related to the difficulties in running clinical trials in children. So although we might develop the best tools in order to run this trial, there is really a need for those who are running the trials in the field, for the sponsor like pharmaceutical companies or let's say public agencies, and for regulators, really to work together and to get what are going to be the outcomes of GRiPs and to use them, to adapt them for their own activities. So because we are, let's say, like a surrogate tool to develop drugs in children, because then there is a need really to have the patients, to have the stakeholders like the academia, the people running the trials, the pharmaceutical companies or the funders really to be together and really doing the study for children. So you do not just need to develop and to facilitate the way of doing study, but you need then to have the people really practically doing the study. So this is again is part of our activity, really to lobby and to network with the external stakeholders to facilitate that. Well, this is really part of the networking of GRiP. I mean, working with the pharmaceutical company, working with the parents' organization, working with the public agencies, and also with, of course, the academia and those enrolling children in clinical trials. I think this afternoon at the meeting, a very interesting issues which was raised was the possibility to develop these international clinical trial networks. We can then really facilitate and the enrollment of children in clinical trials.